Yo, what is happening, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing so well today. So what we're actually going to be talking about today is we're going to be talking about the known issues with the 13th and 14th gen Intel CPUs, and we're also going to be talking about some things that you probably should do with your builds to make sure that you guys do not have any issues. Now guys, I'm not an expert, but I've actually just kind of been researching this issue here for the last couple of weeks, and I have even noticed huge performance differences with the 14900K on my machine. And there's a few things that you guys definitely should be keeping an eye on to make sure that you do not have any, internal issues with your machine. So first off, for some of you guys that don't really know what's going on with the 13 and 14 gen CPUs, is I'm gonna read this right now and let you guys know just a little bit about what is going on. Now guys, I have owned 13th and 14th gen CPUs, so this is really crazy that this even is happening. So let's read it. Intel has now extended its warranty by 2 full years on 24 different 13th gen and 14th gen chips, including the i5, the i7, and the i9, after discovering that many CPUs based on its Raptor-like architecture are susceptible to permanent damage. They were being fed too much voltage and have irreversible degraded. Intel has not yet said if laptop chips are failing the same way. So basically, they're getting too much power. That's what's going on. And guys, I'm going to show you guys exactly what you should be doing if you have a 13th and 14th gen CPU so that you guys do not have the same issues that a lot of people are having. Now, obviously, you could have an internal problem with your CPU. Hopefully that does not happen to you, but let's show you guys first what you should be doing if you have one of these CPUs. Now, as you guys can see, I said this 2 weeks ago to my friend. Asus just dropped a brand new BIOS update for literally the exact issue that's going on. As you guys can see, it says the new BIOS includes Intel microcode 0x129 and adjusts the factory default settings for non-K processors, enhancing the stability of Intel Core 13th and 14th gen desktop processors. Now guys, my system is a very beefy system. We have a Z790 Apex Encore to where it's probably able to handle that power delivery. I have not had any stability issues, knock on wood, with my machine yet. And so I just want to say that, if you're having a lot of stability issues, I know not everybody is running a $700 motherboard that's able to, handle that power. But if you are having crashing issues, I would go and update your BIOS immediately. That's exactly what I would do, guys. Now, let's jump into Warzone. We're playing 4K extreme settings. Let's show you guys how much wattage this has jumped up. Now, I have not updated the BIOS yet, but I want to show you guys one thing to keep an eye on is your CPU wattage, because it jumped up so high, guys. So high. So we're playing 4K HDR right now. It looks really good. But I think I used to hit around 100, maybe 110 watts on my 14900K, non-overclocked. We are on the complete default settings right now. But I am hitting upwards of 180 watts, guys, in game. It's absolutely insane. So if you guys have a 13th or 14th gen Intel CPU and you notice that your CPU is pulling almost 100 watts more, I probably would not do a lot of gaming until you actually update your BIOS to where you can get this under control. Now, if your temps are normal, guys, obviously we have a 420 millimeter radiator on this build with really good airflow. So once it gets up to 180 watts, it's 180 watts of power. It really only jumps up to around 63, 64 degrees. But another thing that you guys can actually do is go into the Armory crate or go into your Windows settings and look at the actual volts that it's pulling. I did that as well, and it was pulling around 1.42 volts, that's definitely quite a bit of voltage for a completely stock 14900K. All right, guys, we are almost in game. Yeah, look, guys, look at the watts right here. 165 watts that this thing is pulling right now. 170 watts, guys. We're 4K extreme settings right now with HDR on. It looks extremely good, but oh my gosh, look at this. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, it's absolutely insane that we're pulling 165 watts, guys. And it will get up higher than that. This is just, it's just absolutely insane how much wattage we're actually pulling on this thing. So obviously you guys can see the CPU jumps around, but that's probably going to end the video for today, guys. Make sure you guys get your BIOSes updated. You know, I don't want you guys to have any issues with your machines. I mean, this is just, it really is crazy. And it's really just, you know, I noticed this like a week or two ago, that it was pulling like 60, 70 more watts. Like it would pull 100 maybe at the max. And now that it's pulling, you know, 171, that's insane, guys. Absolutely insane. Anyways, guys, we will see you in the next one. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up. Have a great day.